I want to start this video off by saying this is just an alleged rumor. It was a very interesting comment I found on the video, so please take it with a grain of salt. But this video in question was made by TF Motorsports. The name of the video, Monster Jam, What I Want for the 2026 season. It was made by TF Motorsports. Go check it out. Go support him. Very great content creator. But there was a comment left on that video, which I thought was interesting. It's an alleged rumor. Please take it with a grain of salt. So let's read the comment in question. I recently talked to Jamie and Zach Garner at the new work pick party, and they told me that for 2026, FELD plans to force all the drivers to run the super quiet mufflers that they have been testing out at recent arena shows. He was super pissed about it, and as will the Monster Jam community will be too. Now, why do I believe this rumor has some weight to it? Because if you look at these clips, this one is from Chaos to the Max. I'll link his Instagram in the link as well, or in the description as well. Go check him out. But we have Bailey Circuit over here, and I'll let the video play out. But we have Bailey Circuit with mufflers on, and it sounds like, as someone said in the comment, it sounds like a Beam and G drive truck, and it really just does, and it's really making the truck quiet. Now, we have another video I want to put on screen from Monster Truck Lord. He was at a recent arena show a few weeks ago, but we have ThunderRoarus over here with the same muffler, so let's hear it out real quick. And to me, if the rumor is true, and the reason why I say the rumor is true, because not everyone at that show, in my opinion, I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, it didn't seem like everyone was running mufflers. But the only ones that were running mufflers were FELD-owned identities. And the problem with FELD Entertainment is they're trying to cleanse Monster Jam of what made Monster Jam Monster Jam. They removed crush cars, it's all dirt track. They removed the format. They mandated BKT tires. And it seems like for 2026, they're going to really push for a new change and a new mandate where all the drivers are forced to use the shoebox muffler system. Some of them sound decent, but it's like, why FELD Entertainment? Why are you guys hell-bent on trying to change things in the sport that don't need changing? You're trying to appeal to a wider audience. I get that. But in my personal opinion, and I'm going to preference my own personal opinion by saying this first, you could be a fan of any entertainment. I've always said this. You could be a fan of Monster Jam. You could be a fan of Breaking Bad, for example. You can be a fan of Avatar, whatever. And if you have opinions that most will see as negative, they quickly tell you, if you don't like it, don't watch it. And my problem with this is this. When will the fans say this is enough, right? We saw what they did with the recent World Finals 24 format. When they first announced it on Instagram, there was a lot of backlash in the comment section to the point they turned off the comment section. And I get it, because if you're a longtime fan, World Finals, for example, has always been racing and freestyle, and as of these last few years, skills and high jump. But it's always been a 24 truck format for the most part, where racing is all 24 trucks and freestyle is all 24 trucks. That change really pissed off a lot of people. It's what made the Critical Creeper, for example, such as myself, a notable user in the community of Monster Jam, because I want to voice frustrations that are here within the Monster Jam community. And I do admit my delivery was piss poor. But with this supposed rumor, you guys cannot like it. And a lot of people already don't like it. What's going on in the Discord servers. I wanted to hear people's opinions. So I asked a few questions. And someone told me that if you don't like it, don't watch it. And it's like, you could be a fan and have an opinion about anything you want. I'm not the gatekeeper of the Monster Jam community. I have never ever once saw anyone with an opinion I don't agree with and told them, you're not a real Monster Jam fan. That's not my place. See, to foster in these conversations where we're having a healthy discussion about things we disagree with, you don't immediately resort to saying, if you don't like it, don't watch it. To me, that seems like you don't have anything better to say, you don't have anything intelligible to say, or anything meaningful to add to the conversation. Now, this rumor, I don't like it. I don't like it because there's some weight to it. For all I know, I could be totally wrong, but I want to make a video about it, see what you guys think in the comment section, so let me know. But if they do this, it's just another nail in the coffin for FELD. It's just another nail in the coffin for Monster Jam. Crush cars removed, check. Mandate BKT tires, check. Shut off trucks before they can save it, check. Make ThunderRoarus body smaller so we can save money on the fiberglass, check. Pretty soon you're going to start seeing other trucks with tight fiberglass bodies hugging the frame so they can save money. As a business, good idea, but then you're going to butcher and neuter what made these trucks famous in the first place. Like, don't get me wrong, the ThunderRoarus body is growing on me, but I will prefer the old school classic because it looks more aggressive. These new ones look like Weenie Hut to Juniors, and I think this is only the beginning. Back to the rumor. They're just solidifying my beliefs that FELD don't care what fans think. They're going to do what they want to do, and it's absolutely terrible in my opinion. And I don't want to see trucks in stadiums sounding quiet. Trucks are supposed to be loud. You know, I want to talk about my experience, my first Monster Jam experience with loud trucks. You know, 2007. I don't know what year it was, but it was the Mud Fest at Oakland that one time. That was my very first Monster Jam show. During intros, I was nervous. I was a kid. Dumb trucks were insanely loud. So when we came back the next year, I believe it was, I was nervous to hear the trucks come out from the behind the stadium, roaring into the stadium, right? But it's a memorable memory because it's like when I was nervous, I'm like, man, I got the jitters. Those trucks were loud. And apparently, you know, I wasn't watching Monster Jam during this era, but the Zoomy era. The Zoomies, a lot of fans fell in love with the Zoomies. They fell in love with how loud it made the trunk, but not how loud it made it, the unique sound it also gave it, right? And a lot of fans clamor for those days where they want to bring back Zoomies. I wasn't around, but it seems like I missed out on a very pivotal moment within the sport because you still have fans clamoring for the Zoomies. And now you want to make the trucks quieter. I just don't get it. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think there's some weight to it? Let me know down in the comment section. Another thing I want to talk about quickly, because nobody else has talked about it, is the Monster Jam movie. No one has made an update. We have yet to see any set photos. There has been no announcements from the studio that's making it at all since it was first announced like a year and a half ago. And me personally, I don't think the movie will happen. And I say this because there has been no updates about it. And I had a discussion with a few fans saying that, yeah, you know, the F1 movie did pretty well. Well, the difference between F1 and Monster Jam is F1 is a globally recognized sport that has 10 times more fans than Monster Jam ever will get. And that's probably the lower end of how much fans they really have, right? I say this because F1 released a video on their YouTube channel and it already had millions of views within the first day or two. Monster Jam's most watched video in the last 2 months was their live stream for War Finals, and even then they barely got 250,000 views. So I don't think it's logical to see a Monster Jam movie be made. I thought it was a horrendous idea personally, but it is a good idea for the kids. The kids will probably enjoy it. They will probably love it. And I'm all for introducing the sport to new fans, but a movie in the mainstream light in today's day and age, even with how popular Monster Jam is today, I don't think a movie will work. Because I went to the Last Chance qualifier, for example. They had a long section for us fans to sit there. Now, when you go to the Last Chance qualifier, or back then what it was called, Young Gun Shootout, both sides of the stands were open to fans, and they had twice, maybe 3 times more than the fans they had at this recent Salt Lake City Last Chance qualifier. So with that being gauged from way back then, a decade ago, to now, I don't think the sport, there's an illusion, in my opinion, that the sport is as popular. But even at the biggest event of the year, I'll put the pictures up on screen, there is a notable difference of Last Chance Qualifier today versus Young Gun Shootout, where they had 2-3 times more audience members in the crowd. I don't think a movie, as much as it would be cool to see kids get into the sport with the Monster Jam movie, I don't see it happening, and I think, in my opinion, it was quietly shelved. And that's all I want to say in this video. I just wanted to quickly touch bases with my opinions on the movie. I want to touch bases with the supposed rumor, so please take it with a grain of salt. Do you guys think there is some weight to this rumor? How do you guys also feel about the Monster Jam movie? I think it's probably being shelved. That's just my opinion on it. But let me know down in the comment section. Comment, like, share, and subscribe for more. Critical Creeper